Okay, your first item is wrong. Um, I don't want to say it is wrong, but if I were you, I wouldn't do this. Okay. What you need to get instead is you need to get a smoke, and I would get a TP. So right after the game starts, I'm gonna smoke my entire team. I'm gonna TP to middle, or TP to top, or even TP to bottom, and put down a ward. Now you're just walking. You're walking to the middle. What this does is you're losing the advantage. As you go up higher, as you get more and more, if you face a support player that is much better than you, he's gonna dominate you by just placing a better vision at the start of the game. So right now you guys are facing together. Like Doom he knows that you're here, and you know that he's right here. So you guys can't put down a place of war, right? He put down a war, whatever, right? But that was really stupid. Now it's gonna get dewarded. Maybe he didn't see you, but Doom was, I would say, he was dumber than you in this game. So this guy does not know what he's doing, and you put down a warrior right away. That is also, I don't understand why you did it. So you knew that Doom just put down a ward at where you were standing. By just going all the way, you just walk up to the hill and put down a ward. He saw you putting down a ward. I'm pretty sure that he saw you. So this was a really bad move. Yeah, having a clarity is really good. Iron Branch is important, yes, but I'm telling you, if you're planning to play support more, like Crystal Maiden as like a number 5 hard support, you need to buy a TP and a smoke and put down a ward. That's how you do it. That's how you win as a support. It doesn't sound like a big deal, but it actually is. So practice on doing that. Now you're trying to zone out Mirana. That is not bad. Leap. Good. So I could tell you that you did make a mistake in providing vision for your allies at the beginning, but from the way I see right now, the way you try to maintain the lane, you're doing good. You know what you're doing. You know how to harass the offlane. Don't get hit by tower. I'll use it for spite. I'll use it. Yeah. You didn't need to get back right there. You had enough mana to cast Frostbite, and she didn't have an arrow. And she's still level 1. Yeah, there's no need to get back. Well, there's not a group where you have to get back. But yes, you're good. You're waiting. Frostbite. Bite. Ah, you should have bite. Now Mirana is making space. Juggernaut is not hitting the creep, so Mirana does not play to you guys. She got brown boot, she's moving really fast. She's level 2, you're in danger. You should have checked if you okay. Oh my god, don't die. Alright. So you almost died. I think if Mirana had an arrow, you just died right there. I don't think you were paying attention to her level. If you knew that Mirana was level 2, okay, now you're dead. Well, Mirana is dead, but you're dead too. So, well, what can I say? You do know your job as a support, so not the offlane, that is good. But if you want to get better, you just have to practice. You just have to pay attention to more detail. But overall, like, you're not a bad support. I've seen much worse supports in 3K MMR, but in average, you're a good player. And you got a sentry. You got a sentry for D-ward here. Okay. Mirana is chasing. Okay. So Juggernaut, this build is wrong. He doesn't need Blade Dance at level 3. He needs Healing Ward. This was a really bad move on him, but Okay, you should have cast your frostbite right there, like right here, when you're moving close to Mirana. Right here, frostbite, right here. You should have done that. I know that it might sound, you know, like a little crazy. It doesn't do anything, but I would have done that, and I think it is big. So why, if people say if you want to get MMR, you should play carry, they are not wrong, because playing carry is much easier. You can clearly see that you are doing well as a carry. If you play cores, like all you have to do is farm and kill. It is really evident. If you die, you're a bad player. But playing support is a little tricky. Like, it is not intuitive. You might be doing one thing, you might be killing, you might be dying, but it really depends on the context. It really depends on the situation. Okay? And it is not easy to figure that out if you're playing support in Dota. It is really hard. So you should always be thinking, was my death beneficial as a team to my team? Was this pulling beneficial overall to Juggernaut? Was it hurting Mirana? You should be thinking all those like factors. That is somewhat invisible. And now, I don't think this pulling was that bad, but for some reason Juggernaut does not. Okay, he has healing ward. That is good. So you did okay. You showed a lot of efforts to try to zone out the Mirana in the early game. And if you now know that you can't zone out Mirana by yourself anymore, or even if you do, you don't get any beneficial, you don't get any benefits to yourself or to Juggernaut, what you should have done is go back to jungle. If your job is to make Juggernaut strong enough to solo the lane, zone out Mirana as much as you can, make Mirana weak, and make Juggernaut stronger so Mirana can't 1 versus 1 top. Level 5. Level 4. Well, I don't think Mirana's item choice was brilliant, but she got a lot of levels, so. I can't say you guys did good job joining out on Mirana at level 1 and level 2. Blade Dance. She has leap, right? She's gonna leap. Frostbite! Bite! Okay. So you missed her because you didn't have Crystal Nova. This skill build is wrong. This is wrong. Well, if you are AFK jungling, and if you're not planning to help the lane, if you're planning to help in ganking, this build is fine, but 90% of the time this build was bad. If you had Crystal Nova, Mirana was dead right away. Mirana was dead right there. She was dead 100%. So almost always, Crystal Maidens at level 3 skill build should be 1-1-1. Only exception is when you're jungling as Crystal Maiden, when you're jungling AFK. That is the only exception that I could imagine this is working. I don't know why you put down a sentry right there. Okay. So because you were playing little passive as Crystal Maiden, all you did is minute 7. All you did was staying next to Juggernaut. Beside, you just moved to middle. Beside that, all you did basically was just stand next to Juggernaut and you got arrowed. And you just split experience with Juggernaut. Yeah, you killed Mirana. Like, you killed Mirana once, right? Did you? I don't remember. I think you guys did. Yeah, you guys killed her once. You died and Mirana died. So besides doing that, there was nothing really special going on. Yeah. So if I just see this lane, Mirana is having a really good time. Mirana is really happy. As an offlane, Mirana got a lot of levels, a lot of farm. She's really strong. I don't understand her item choices, but if Mirana was a good player, let's say Mirana was the best player just in this game. Let's say like, I don't know. Yeah, she has potential to carry the game as an offlane. If she got this much farm and if she was a smart player, you guys would lose the game. If you give offlaner this much space and this much farm, the game becomes really hard because Mirana becomes as strong as their safe lane carry. See the last set? Well, Mirana only has 17. I guess Mirana fucked up a little bit. But all I'm saying, yeah, you should understand what I'm saying, right? If this much space was given to a good offlaner, it's devastating. And now your play. If I were you, I wouldn't do this. So you bought Clarity as a beginning item, and you didn't even use them because you didn't jungle. Clarity on Crystal Maiden is good because you can jungle from level 1 to level 3 very safely. That is how you use Clarity, but all you did in this game was just stay next to Juggernaut in the lane. You didn't jungle. You didn't try to jungle and get the big creep. That is why you didn't use a Clarity. You didn't even have a chance to use a Clarity. So you're not fully utilizing your items. It could have been, like I said, smoke and a TP. That would have given you guys much better vision in your team. I think you're dead. She has parts. Yeah, she has threads. She's really strong. So what you should do if you really want to zone out the offlane and give the offlaner a really miserable time, what people usually do as a support is they TP to top at the beginning and they put down a ward right here. And you should be smoked. If you're not smoked, it is really easy for them to figure out that you put down a ward here and they're going to de-ward it right away. And more or less you already lost the game at the beginning. So put down a ward right here. It is kind of evident, but it really helps. What that does is it makes you two Juggernaut with you much easier to kill Mirana. You're gonna see everything she does, whether she comes back to her side to get the bounty rune or jungle, or she goes sideways, side shop. You're gonna see everything. So vision is really important. You can do that. That is one way you can use the ward at the beginning. Or you can even put down right here. This is honestly not a bad place. You can see Mirana roaming. You will even see Spirit Breaker roaming if you put down a ward here. But the point is you should be smoked when you put down a ward. Even now, this is what I do as a support. If I'm playing Crystal Maiden in this game and I feel like I'm playing a little too passive and I should try to, you know, just move around the map and try to make a difference, what I would do is put down a ward right here. If I put down a ward here as a carry player, he feels really comfortable in farming because he has vision. So I'm gonna put down a ward right here and go to jungle, stack for SF or smoke and kill sniper. It's really easy to kill sniper, right? If he's a smoke, just walk around him like this, smoke. Frostbite, ult, sniper is dead 100%. So sniper was really easy kill for you in this game. But what you're doing instead is just stay in the lane. This is a horrible matchup. Mirana versus Crystal Maiden. No way you're gonna win the lane. Even though she has horrible item choices, she's still killing you. And now Juggernaut's roaming. This is kind of weird, but the game's fun. There were many other things you could have done instead of just TPing top, you know, just do this, you know. Yeah, this is good, you're getting levels, but there were so many other things you could have done with Crystal Maiden. Jungle, bounty rune, smoke, kill sniper, smoke and kill Lycan. Much more you could have contributed. You should walk. Okay, you're here, right? Good job. Bite. Okay. You were short of mana and you couldn't cast your ulti. Yeah, I can see your frustration. You just use the clarity, but this is why this item is bad. Clarity is only good at level 1. From level 1 to maybe level 5. If you use it wisely. So you gotta find a way to fully utilize your item. You basically like wasted 100 gold. You will never find any time to use this item efficiently. Okay, tranquil boots is good. You should go right here now, right here. Bounty run. Good job. Go right here, right here. Okay, you're doing good. But you should move faster. As you're getting better, what I noticed is, as well as I was getting MMR, is players become really responsive. Their positioning becomes much better as you go up. So if you were at higher tier, you would not have gotten the bounty run at that timing. You would not have gotten the bounty run, you would also have died, possibly. So all that little 1 second, 2 seconds, it all matters. It really does. And now you're dead. Yeah. You're dead because you didn't carry a TP. It's really hard to fully expect everything, but if you, let's say you had a TP right there, I don't think you died. Yeah. You dodged the Mirana's arrow, and if you just TP'd out, maybe you live. Highly likely you live there. So as a support, and you're a stun supporter, if you're a support and you got a stun, you should always almost always carry 1 TP to back up mid, to back up offlane, to back up the shrine. Now like Dota has so many places to TP, so there are no excuses that you did not carry TP as a Crystal Maiden. Even now you should have carried 2 TP from the base and have 1 TP in your inventory. They sell you ward, right? Oh, okay. And another big problem of you playing Crystal Maiden is you never buy smoke. You never buy smoke. Not even once, I believe. If you're not buying smoke as a Crystal Maiden, I would say you're playing the hero wrong. You can frostbite. Okay. Nova? Well, now you're gonna die from sniper. Or okay, that was a really. So here's the one I'm telling you. If I were you, it was not even possible for me to see Spirit Breaker running toward me. That's really hard. It is not easy to see Spirit Breaker run to me visually, to see and respond. But what I did, what I would done is I actually heard the sound of him charging to somebody, and highly likely it's Crystal Maiden. If the Spirit Breaker is running to someone, it's gonna be Crystal Maiden, right? So as soon as I hear the sound, I would have been ready. You were not able to respond fast because you were not paying attention. You were not expecting to do anything. But as a support, it is required of you to do those kind of things. If you hear this guy like boom, like charging, it means you should be ready. It means you should be ready to what? Cast Frostbite. It is not easy. This is not easy because this range is like 150, 170 is really small. But you can do it if you pay attention, and that makes a lot of difference. It makes a lot of difference. So if you cast Frostbite and stop his charge, and you cast your freezing field right away, SP was dead. He was dead right there. He was dead. And another thing that I want to point out is you really don't jungle. You are wasting too much time just wandering around the lane, going back and forth. Like you're not really doing anything, but you're just standing there and you're wasting time. And yeah, you're waiting for the wave. Yeah, this is good, but how about give this lane to Necro or Centaur? Give this to someone else, and you're a really good jungler. Why not just go jungle? And I can see that you're worried about Mirana's ulti and buying a lot of sentry, but I would say that was not a wise choice. It is good that you're a sacrificing person and you're buying sentry, you're buying dust. It's really good, but if you're playing support in pub and if your MMR is below 4k MMR, it is fine. It is okay to be a little greedy. Actually, I think it is recommended to be greedy. Okay, he's coming. Nova. You should have Nova. Nova. You cancelled your ulti. That was a mistake. Nova. Your Nova was so late. Well, he's gonna die. Is he not gonna die? Okay. Oh my. Shadowfin, please. Shadowfin. Okay. You made it so harder than it should be. So right there, your mistake was obviously, you know it, you didn't cast your Crystal Nova at the right time. So all those small things, it may look nothing, but it's everything. It is everything that is making difference. How do you get better? Just keep practicing. That is the only way. Oh, that was unlucky. It just got worn out. Watch every replay and try to find out a better way, more efficient way that you could have played. You will improve really fast if you do that. It's minute 20 and this is all your items. I get it, Crystal Maiden is hard support, but you should play greedy. You should play greedy. Right here you're missing creep. Well, you want to put down a ward. You only got a sentry. Okay. So that is really good. There is a lot of efforts to, you know, win the vision game. But if I were you, I would have gotten these creeps here and get a lot of gold. And now you just missed last set. You missed one too. Nice. Your last hitting is actually good. Like, your last hitting is good. This is what I see. Your last hitting is good if you are trying to hit the last hit. There are people, including myself, that even though I try really hard, I just find it hard to last hit. I'm not good at farming, but I can see that you're a better last hitter than me. If you actually try, you're gonna get the last hit. But the problem is, you're only trying like 50% of the time. But you should be trying harder. Try to get every last hit. Don't even miss one. Well, it is impossible, but your mindset should be, when you're playing ranked games, you never miss last hit. Not even one last hit. It's gonna make your game much easier if you do that. I guarantee. Last hitting is really important. Whether you're a carry, you're a support, or what, you're techies, I don't care. But you have to fucking last it. Smoke. Nova? Your Nova is just late. Your Nova is late. Your Nova, I don't understand why you didn't Nova. You died and you didn't kill Mirana. You couldn't kill Mirana because you're Nova. You didn't cast Nova. Oh my god. No! No! Necro, no! Dead. Okay, number one, the same thing, you didn't cast your Nova right away. When you're playing Crystal Maiden and when you're engaging in a team fight, almost always, you cast your Nova and try to hit as many targets as possible. And I want to talk about this build. I do not want to call it wrong, but I do not agree with this build because it's not efficient. What are you gonna do with the Frostbite? You're gonna max out the Frostbite, and what are you gonna do with it? If you look at the lineup, Mirana, Spritbreaker, Doom, Sniper, Lycan. Basically, if you try to get near them to cast Frostbite, you are gonna die. If you get this much close to cast Frostbite, highly likely you're gonna die to every one of them. that is why when I play Crystal Maiden, I think I almost always do 4-1-4. That is what I do. That is what I like to do. Except when I find Frostbite really beneficial to my team. But yeah, I think almost always I go for Crystal Nova. So just try to think if this build was right. If this build makes sense to you, then yes, good job. But to me, it doesn't really do anything. Nova is much better. This is AoE, it has decent damage. And again, you missed your first Nova. The ulti was alright. Yeah. But here's what I'm gonna tell you when you're playing Crystal Maiden. Before you cast ulti, you should have used your magic wand. You get 7 charges of magic wand. And if what that does is it's gonna make you stay alive a little longer. Yeah, you were dead, but who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows if you killed everybody by just popping the magic wand. And Crystal Maiden has really her mana pool is really low. So in team fight, like what happens is everybody panics, right? Things are happening so fast, like it is not humanly impossible to like calculate everything with accuracy. So if you cast Nova and Frostbite, in many situations, like you're running out of mana. So just keep in mind that popping magic wand before using your ulti makes sense, and it helps you a lot. And your positioning is really bad. You're dead. You deserve to die. You're dead because you were staying at the vanguard in the team fight. If you're playing Crystal Maiden, you should be staying way behind your team, just way behind, unless you have to die for your carry, unless you have to sacrifice. Other than that, you almost always just stay behind your team. And they even have Lycan and Spirit Breaker. What does that mean? If they gain vision of you, you're dead. Crystal Maiden is dead. So in this lineup, Crystal Maiden is not even a good hero. So you should be extra careful. But the way I see it, your positioning is just so bad that you're telling them you're basically asking them to kill you. Your positioning was just so wrong in the fight. And even now, you just I think this is kind of your instinct, just to go, just when you get back from the fountain, you just TP to tower and you just go to lane. I think that is just what you do. It is kind of your habit. But as a Crystal Maiden, you shouldn't do that. If you think there is a space to farm for your allies, then you should give it to your allies, because you're a really good jungler. So you're not using your resources wisely. They're diving to you. You're gonna die. You're gonna get arrowed and you're gonna die. Okay, you missed. Frostbite right now, even right now, if you were paying attention, you would have cast your Frostbite. You should run. You should run. No. Stay behind. Stay behind. No. Okay, let's see how the fight goes. Yeah, the fight goes. It went really well. It went really well, but this is about you, right? If I was talking about you, your positioning could have been gone much better if you were paying attention and if you knew what you were doing. Your positioning is way too aggressive. If you do a better job surviving as a Crystal Maiden, what it does is it baits everybody. It baits your enemies. You did good. You actually did good, but problem is there isn't really anything that you did on intentions. It was just that things ended up really good because the enemy team made mistake. Mirana missed her arrow, and you guys killed the Spirit Breaker. And Juggernaut was really strong. Shadowfin did good job. Okay, we should get out. Okay. Let's skip a little. Yeah, you just never jungle. You just never jungle. You should learn to jungle as a Crystal Maiden. Oh, you're trying to smoke with them? Okay. Good smoke. Very good smoke. But Suntoa is really low. So now economically you're struggling a lot. I think if you were moving more efficiently and if you did jungle, you got like 2,000 gold by now. And you bought another core items like Glimmer Cape, 4 stuff, you'll whatever your choice, but yeah, 23 lost it. This is kind of bad for Crystal Maiden. You should get out. Taking a little too sharp roll damage. You should stay behind. Okay. No, dude. No. Well, yeah, they're dead, but you shouldn't go. You're staying way too front, and sniper is not gonna kill you. Okay. I don't understand why sniper didn't ult you, but you were dead. Yeah, even now you were dead. From my side, you were dead. If I was playing sniper, you were dead 100%. You gotta pay much attention in positioning yourself. You just pinged the shrine. That was really brilliant of you. You could have frostbite, right? Or you couldn't. The Ace Mirror ulti. That was hard. That was a really hard one. Oh my god, nice doom. Wow, okay. Yeah, look at your items. Next time, play more greedy. Okay, I think you are already a really good support. Like by your heart, you have, you don't have ego inside you. Play more greedy. And now you're buying smoke. Okay. Now back to farming. Dun 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 dun. Arrow! Somebody got arrowed. Nova! You should have Nova. Ah! Changes that, good job. And I would not have chosen 60 damage. Yeah, 60 damage doesn't really do anything this game. If you get magic resistance, it always gonna help you to survive a little. From like Sniper, Shrapnel, Doom, Sprit Breaker even has magic damage, Mirana has magic damage. I think, yeah, plus 15 magic damage was legit. what 60 damage does is it makes you a better hitter, but you're gonna die from right clicking somebody in this game, right? If you're playing Crystal Maiden, yeah, it doesn't really do anything. Magic wand, use your magic wand and don't rush in. You should have used your magic wand and you didn't need to rush into sniper. That was a suicide. And if you, okay, now you're gonna die, your team's gonna die. And if you were, if you played this poor and didn't get any item at this point, there is really no point. Well, yeah, Yule Scepter is good, because, you know, like there's a Spirit Breaker, you're gonna Yule him when he charges, and you can Yule Lycan, you can Yule, I don't know, yeah, Yule is just good. Yeah, Yule is just good item. It is a really good item in Crystal Maiden, but if I were you, what I would have done is if I was this poor, if I was this much dead poor, like my game's fucked up, I would get Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger is the only choice that could make Crystal Maiden, you know, make difference in game. You're gonna die from initiating, yes, but at least you're doing something. At least you're gonna surprise them. In this lineup, it is not easy to survive from Lycan, from Spirit Breaker, unless Lycan does that. Okay. So the enemy team is making tons of mistakes, tons and tons of mistakes. Yeah, your team is good enough to, you know, get the best out of their mistakes, but your job is just to become a better player, regardless of how bad your enemies. If you get free win, congratulations, you got MMR, but you didn't improve. You did not improve from free winning. Nice Nova. Get out of the shrapnel, get out, you're still taking damage. You're still taking damage. Okay. I'm gonna skip little. Nova? Okay. That was a hard one. Only if you had a Yule Scepter. Only if you had a little more farm. Okay, you guys caught him. Now you're gonna push top. Get the shrine, get the tower. Okay, they're charging you. The fight is here. Nova! Nova! You should have a Nova. Magic wand, magic wand, magic wand. Good job. Nova, 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 no! Nova! No! If you actually did Nova, Bite, and then Freezing Field, like, it doesn't even, it takes like what, 0.3 seconds? If you did that, I think you killed them all. Nova, Frostbite, and ulti. All you did was just stand there for a little bit, and then you cast Freezing Field. Let's watch it again. Right here, Nova! Okay, you actually did cast the Frostbite, but you forgot to cast the Crystal Nova. This was bad. Why this was bad? If you actually cast Crystal Nova, It slows movement speed 40 seconds, and it's gonna make Spritbreaker even harder to kill you because it slows down the attack speed. And combined with this, movement slow 30%, they don't fucking move. If you cast Nova and then Freezing Field, they don't fucking move. So when you're trying to cast Freezing Field, you're not even short of your mana at the time. So there was no reason to skip Crystal Nova. Always cast Crystal Nova first, and then Frostbite, and then Freezing Field. If you're short of mana, and if you have to choose between Bite or Nova, I would probably go with Nova. Unless they have, like, I don't know, stun. Unless you really need Frostbite, I would almost always go Nova. This skill is really powerful. You should know it. In minute 42, you got Yule Scepter and Tranquil Boots. You auto sacrificing support, but especially in pub games, what I recommend is don't waste too much gold on, you know, buying Sentry and buying wards. Unless you're facing like Ricky, Bounty Hunter, Nyx Assassin. They all just have Mirana. All you need is just one Sentry, probably just one Sentry when you're pushing, or when you're doing Roshan. And just carry one dust and that's it. You don't have to buy Sentry anymore. But you should focus on your own item build. If you had gotten Yule Scepter like at minute, say like you got Yule Scepter at minute 25, 27, even 30, it makes difference. It's gonna make you survive, it's gonna make the enemy really annoying to kill you, and it's gonna make difference. It's gonna make a lot of difference. You couldn't buy this item in this game only because you didn't pay attention in farming. You never jungled, you just went to the lane and split the XP and gold with your carry. That was not efficient. Now you're gonna smoke. Roshan is not up. Okay. Don't worry about saving Shadowfin. Okay, you're dead. Okay, maybe not. Okay, you're dead. Okay, maybe not. Oh my god, you didn't die. Nova? 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 Okay. What the hell is happening here? Fresh, dead. Triple kill. Ultra kill. Ultra kill. No. Okay, so Shadowfin buff back. I think the game is over right here, right? Yeah, they're all dead and the game's over. So overall, I think you understand about the game. Like, you know you know what Sentry does, you know what the ward does, you know what the smoke does, but like I've been putting out many times, play more greedy. Don't forget to cast your Crystal Nova in the team fight. The first thing you should do as a Crystal Maiden is find the right time to cast the Crystal Nova, and your positioning is at the vanguard. I think it is because you want to cast the Frostbite. That is the only reason that I can think of your position. But that is wrong. Your job as a Crystal Maiden is just don't fucking die. Let your teammate carry you and you just don't die. Okay? And I also found that you were playing a little defensive since minute 1 till the end of the game. Well, you did smoke at the middle of the game, that was good, but I'll tell you this, Crystal Maiden is not a lane support. Crystal Maiden is actually a really bad lane support. If you are planning to you know, pick Crystal Maiden and just stick to the lane entire time, you're playing the hero wrong, and I don't think you're gonna win. I don't think you're gonna win many games with Crystal Maiden if you play like that. You should be ganking. You should be walking around the map, taking the bounty rune, putting down pressure in middle, here and there. You just move around in jungle. All those things are required of you to play Crystal Maiden. If you can't do that and you still want to play support, I recommend playing Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is a fantastic lane support. All you have to do is basically just stay next to your carry in the safe lane and pull, stay next to him, heal him up, and pull, and buy some wards like that. Like you did in this game, just buy some wards, buy some smoke, sentry, play sacrificing, and you're gonna win.